In quantum, we have a technique called white magic and another technique called black magic. We said that people receive our vibrations, and whatever that vibration is, they return it to us. If it's negative, they return it negatively. If it's positive, they return it positively. We mentioned that a group of people, more than 90%, are reactive individuals who reflect the vibrations they receive from us back to us. Less than 10% of people are what I call absolute values or absolute individuals. These are aware individuals who understand the mechanisms of the universe. Currently, with the awareness we are gaining, we are entering this group of individuals. These are people who, whether you send them negative or positive vibrations, ultimately return positive vibrations to you. For instance, when they find themselves in a gathering and notice that someone's mood is off, they quickly realize that someone is sending negative vibrations towards them. They try to cleanse the environment, express gratitude, and focus on the good aspects to uplift their own mood and also improve the mood of the person sending negative vibes. Sometimes you enter a gathering and feel a heavy atmosphere. You might not even know what happened before you arrived, or perhaps the energy of that place is simply low. The way to become an absolute individual is to use white magic here. White magic tells us that when you enter an environment, try to focus on something good in that environment. For example, when you enter someone's home, notice a lively flower pot or the beautiful old bricks or the misting system they have for their plants. Paying attention to any of these things helps improve the atmosphere and sends good vibrations towards the environment's possessions, uplifting both the place and the people in it. When you improve people's moods, they will return good things to you. When you encounter someone, whether you know them or not, whether you're entering a shop for the first time or getting into a taxi or going to a bank, you can raise your vibrational level by noticing something good about them. As humans, we tend to have a judgmental perspective. We scan others with a negative view, bringing their energy levels down. Naturally, they will respond in ways that are not pleasant for us. However, if we learn to look for something positive in them, like how nice their clothing is, how cheerful their hair looks, or how good their perfume smells, we elevate their vibrational level. In turn, that person will do things that make us feel good. For example, if you go to the bank and encounter an issue with your card, but you send positive vibrations toward the bank clerk, they might say, "Let me help you later when the system is back up," and assist you in a good way. But if you approach with a judgmental mindset, this mistaken belief we have, when entering any environment with a negative judgmental view, that person will act in ways that do not align with our desires and will return negative vibrations to us that we base our actions on making ourselves and the world around us better because we want people to do things for us. This positive magic raises everyone's energy levels. When we talk about white magic, some might argue that some people may not have any positive traits at all. Here, I refer to a story from the Masnavi by Rumi about Jesus Christ. At one point, Jesus was passing through an alley and saw a dead dog lying there. Its body was decaying and parts of it were decomposed. Everyone passing by either kicked it or complained about why no one was coming to remove this foul-smelling carcass. Jesus came and told the people present to look at the dog's teeth. Look at how white its teeth are. This is what we call having the vision of Jesus among us. We need to cultivate this perspective of seeing the good in others. The Christ-like gaze that wanders in a rotten roll and finds a positive point is so worked upon itself that it knows and is doing, perhaps without even knowing the name of this matter, is casting white magic on everything. When a person can find a positive point in a rotten roll, in a living human being, they can find thousands of positive points. But just as we talk together, when we encounter people, we are actually facing the mental masks of ourselves, confronting those mental images we have constructed about that person in our minds. In the first encounter, we might have a certain thought about that individual. With that perspective, we approach them. We never see anyone as zero, whoever they are, whether we have interacted with them many times before or someone we want to connect with at first sight. We have a label for everyone. This one is a taxi driver, that one is a seller, this one is a doctor's secretary, this one is a doctor, this one is a tailor. Doctors want to cut corners, the secretary is trying to take care of herself, taxi drivers don't park properly. I don't know, they don't turn on the air conditioning to save fuel. With everyone we encounter, we have a mental image of that person, and that person proves that mental image to us. But if we learn to first place ourselves in a zero position, meaning that when we meet anyone, we have no initial judgment about them, except that they are also a creation of God just like me, and then when we encounter them, use this white magic technique, the level of vibration rises. And when the level of vibration rises, naturally the goodness we expect from them shows us the best aspect of their existence. Be happy in every moment.